Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new video interview co-hosted by BotBQ and 3 Digital Cooks with the 3D food printer experts of the world. Joining us from Frankfurt, Germany, we have Jason.
Hi.
Hello, Jason. And myself, Luis Rodriguez, based in Barcelona, Spain. Today, joining us from Germany, we have Melanie Senger. Senger. From Bocusini and Print to Taste. Really excited to hear about them and get to know more about how things are going on after the good feedback that they are having from the crowdfunding campaign, which we hope we can get more information about, and a great opportunity to talk with them. Thanks a lot for joining us today. A little bit late, sorry for that.
Thank you.
Okay, so to start with the interview, might be some people who may not know about what you are doing currently. So I would like to ask you what and who is Bocusini and Print to Taste, and get to know what is the difference between both of them.
Yeah, actually, Print to Taste is a very young startup. It was founded about 8 months ago, and we are working on printing natural food products. We call it printing food naturally. And Bocusini is our first product. It's a plug-and-play food printing system, which can print all kinds of food, and you see it standing here. Just printed some marzipan octopus, and yeah, that's what we're doing there. So that's our first product, and we launched it on Kickstarter on the 12th of May, and yeah, we were very happy about the support so far. Yeah.
Great. So, can you tell us more about who is in the project within Print to Taste, and what are your backgrounds, and how did you decide to start and get into 3D food printing?
Yeah, actually, we are a spin-off of the University of Applied Science Weihenstephan. I'm working at the Institute of Food Technology at this university, and our group is like leading experts in food texture. So at one time there came up the idea to use 3D food printing for personalized nutrition. And the first project in this direction is the performance project, where we use industrial 3D food printing to make or to develop tailor-made food products for people who have problems with mastication and swallowing. So the smooth food is reshaped by a 3D food printer, and in this process the products can be, for example, fortified, so people, due to their problems with swallowing, if they can just eat very little, then you can put more energy inside, like fat and proteins, and so they get all they need from the smaller portion size. Yeah, that's how we started. And then, yeah, we really liked this idea, and we made a lot of experiences with food texture and printing, and saw how important, yeah, the food itself is for 3D food printing. And so we wanted to do on a smaller level, so also for gastronomy or for home users. And there we were searching for a printer, a food printer, which can just print all kinds of food. But to that time, we didn't find one on the market. And so we developed just this head ourselves, and retrofitted printer-board metal with it. And so we had this very simple food printer, which can print all kinds of food. And of course, yeah, we had to put lots of work in creating the food to make it printable.
That's a really cool story. So That's awesome that you were able to come out of the project and utilize some of the skills that you had probably learned out of there.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome, and you guys are doing a great job. You mentioned that the University of Weinstefan. Have you guys worked with any Hefeweizen from Weinstefan yet, or
Pardon?
have you worked with any Hefeweizen from Weinstefan yet, or
I don't understand.
from the Weinstefan brewery?
Ah.
A bad joke. Sorry. It's,
no, we just sometimes drink their beer at parties.
Yes, I'm sure you do. I drink it as well. It's one of my favorite Hefeweizens.
Ah, cool. That's
so,
very old brewery, so.
Yes, no, it's the oldest brewery in the world, I think. So
yeah.
We'll get back on topic.
When we made our bachelor degrees, we were allowed to make brew our own beer in like internship there. And so everyone for the bachelor degree got one bottle of self-brewed beer from Weinstefan. So that was, very nice.
That's a nice gift. I kind of want to jump into the platform a little bit. So the Bocusini, and two things really. So have you developed a relationship with Brooke over at Printerbot, and can you talk a little bit about that, as well as a little bit about the extruder design? The design, I mean, it's where did you get any ideas, or did you pull from any existing ideas, or did it just come to you the way that it's built and created?
No, we had to look around and thought about what is possible and stuff. And to that time, we did not have connections with Brooke. But after we designed it, we contacted Brooke and showed him what we did. And there's already like a little cooperation between us. They will further develop the head now. And so this part will be metal, so it will really be rocket-proof when the printer goes out. And yeah, there's like little cooperation. I also asked them if I can join them at the 3D print show in London. And they said, yeah, come here. And I spent 2 days with them. This was really great. Yeah, thanks again for that. And that's yeah, they themselves started as a Kickstarter, so they were now yeah, said, oh sure, we can help you, and it's really nice of them.
No, that's great that you were able to build a relationship with him. He's a really respected guy in the community, and things he's doing is all of us really admire him and his team and the whole Printerbot.
Group. Yeah, I met them from the support, especially Ian. I contacted him for his support for Europe, and he's immediately, yeah, I asked them, and it worked fine, and it was really nice staying with them at the print show. And we're looking forward for the further development of the head and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, that was my next question. So about development. So I think you have a total of about 10 current cartridges that are planned. It looks like on the Bocusini site. But what's your process, or how do you go about developing the cartridges and testing process and things like this?
Yeah, the secret behind is that the printing process, the print head, and the food inside the cartridges have to form like one unity. They really have to be adapted to each other. And our approach is basically just to have a look at the food side. And we optimize the food by modifying recipes and stuff. And yeah, until it is printable. That's lots of experiments and stuff. And yeah, our advantage is that we all have quite some experiences from food texture, which is really important in there. And so we kind of know how to modify it. And we are using usual food ingredients. And yeah, the secret is how they are combined and also pre-treated. And it's just doing lots of experiments, print again, make a new solution, print it again, and then also optimize the printing process. But basically, we want to adapt the food towards the printing process, which is pretty simple, and then the fine-tuning is how the printing process works.
Right.
Really cool. I want to ask you personally, what is your favorite recipe so far?
Oh, that's really hard to say because we developed all of them. But so far it's, I think, marzipan, because you can do so many different things with it. And yeah, it's really stable and stuff. And it was also one of the first which really worked good. And so, yeah, I like marzipan.
I am a little bit curious how the cartridges work. Like, you're going to sell the cartridges apart, so I don't. Well, at least I don't have any kind of food background. How do you guys work in order to put this and manufacture the cartridges and make them available for people? I don't know if there is a really strict certification that you have to go through or something like this.
Yeah. We have one specialist who now joined us who knows a lot of quality and secure food and stuff. So and how to get some certificates. That's one reason why we need some money from Kickstarter to get some missing certificates for the food improvement, but that's not too much. So the production will be, we have to make this. So
you have to have the certifications in order to produce the cartridges then?
I think it's not a problem to get the certification to produce cartridges, because we know how to deal with food, and we have a technicum here, because we have like an agreement with the University of Applied Science, and we're allowed to do some things here. And so this won't be the problem, but we need a certificate for the plastic, for example, that is approved.
That's cool. That's really cool. So next question is related to your crowdfunding campaign. I think it started maybe 2-3 weeks ago, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
It is already successful, so congratulations for that again. I'm really interested in knowing more about what's been the experience, the preparation, and what is the feedback that you are getting from people, and what is the feeling that you guys have now already, that I think it's almost done, but you are already there. Could you please talk?
We are really grateful to our backers, giving us such an incredible support and feedback, which enabling us to reach our goals was, I think, little more than a week. And yeah, that's really great. That's a very nice feeling. And beyond getting some money for further development of the Bocusini so that it is ready for market, one of our main goals was finding and creating a first early user community with whom we can, within maybe next 1.5 years, do further applications in 3D food printing, make experience together, and also get feedback from them to towards the interface. So we can further improve this, and yeah, we want to give them new input via our platform. And yeah, we hope that Kickstarter, or we are quite sure the Kickstarter for us was the first step. And yeah, we have some more highlights in the pipeline, in the development pipeline. So we hope that it goes on, and we are really looking forward how it all develops, because yeah, due to the fact that it's like open source and everyone can participate. So we think there might be quite a development as well.
It's open source. Is the extruder design open sourced as well? Have you released the design?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But only, of course, of ours. It's just this one we did ourselves,
Yeah.
so we can release this. But yeah, I think it's better to have the one in metal then, because due to the printing, it's not so heat stable. That's why it will be metal when it goes out. So yeah, but you can print one, and if it gets too hot, you can print another. So, but you need all the stuff, so the hardware, and you have to flash your firmware as well. But so you can just print it out for yourself, yeah.
So before I jump into the next question, I think it's really great what you say. Like, you're somehow taking advantage of a Kickstarter as a first step in order to move forward and start tapping different projects within the same big one project. Let's say you guys have the printer. In the other side, you have the cartridges with the food, what is already a big thing, and I think I could say you are the first ones pursuing to do that and talking about it. And on the other hand, you have the website that, as far as I've seen, it works as a kind of an online recipe site. Can you explain us more about it and some ideas that you may have for the future for it?
Yeah, sure. It's yeah, it shall be really a platform where you get everything you need for 3D food printing. And for some things, for example, potato puree, we think it's not. There's no reason to put it in a cartridge, and we know, yeah, that this is quite stable recipe. So if people really do it like we tell them there, they can do it themselves, and we're quite sure that it will work. Of course, some potatoes are different and stuff, so maybe you have to try it twice or something. But yeah, on the other hand, for example, marzipan is very hard to produce, and most people don't produce it themselves anyway. So we will sell these cartridges on this platform, and in long term, there might also the possibility that others who develop something to print can commercialize it there.
So you share not just the shape, also the recipe in somehow. And for example, if the recipe is easy enough, you guys are providing the steps to follow in order to develop that recipe. I think that's great, and I'm really happy to see that people is pursuing that. I truly want to thank you guys for that, because I think it's something that is missing in the 3D food printing community.
Yeah, and we thought this is quite an easy thing, because if people that are not so used to 3D things, if they want to do a footprint, they do not want to get an expert in cut and all the stuff first. So we thought maybe if it's a possibility to have everything there, just download it and have this easy plug and play thing. Of course, if you want to fill your cartridge yourself, you have to do this. But then it should work really for everyone, and so we try to invite everyone to join 3D food printing.
Cool. In terms of design, I think there is a bundle with the printer that comes with the Doodle box, right? That also has the design app that the Doodle box has.
3D.
Yeah, Doodle 3D Wi-Fi box. Are you looking also into other types of designing options for your customers?
Yes, we're testing now what's the best platform, I call it platform, or the easiest one to put inside. What we want is this Wi-Fi connection so that people really can draw something themselves and just push printing and then it works. But we want also to have like a drag and drop so that you can insert real 3D prints. I always say, like, if you draw something and it is elevated, then it's rather 2.5D. But we really want to make like this octopus and stuff that you can just drag and drop it in there and print. So you don't need any software installation and stuff. And yeah, can just print without knowing all these things behind.
Cool. Changing topic completely. During the 3D food printing conference, you talk about the importance of phenotyping in order to customize food, because it's a really great source of information about each person.
Yeah.
I really like the idea, and for me it was one of the most interesting things that people was talking during the day about. So how you guys are looking into adapt this information to the process? I know maybe not be a thing for today, but maybe for tomorrow. I would like to hear more about it, because again, I thought it was a really interesting concept.
Yeah, in the end, if you do phenotyping, you're measuring all kinds of parameters of your body. So this tells you in what status your body is. You can measure your blood glucose or track your sleep or what else? Your weight and stuff. For example, your weight, that's very close to what you eat. And so you can react on what your body tells you. There are very cool gadgets around which you can use to track yourself. There are like groups of self-tracking. And this is for us the next step, really going in this personalization. Yeah, so you can react to that, what your body tells you. And we ourselves are not making research on this. There are quite a few groups. For example, there's European research project. It's Food for Me, and they also do research on genotyping. And what research is finding there can be transferred in personalized food products. So this is now evolving. So there's still some work to do, but we are rather on the practical side. We want to implement this then in the food and in the process.
I think I'm really excited for you guys and happy for you guys that you've had a successful Kickstarter launch, and I'm looking forward to where you guys are going. And I kind of want to get from your excuse me, point of view, what do you see 1 year down the road, 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road? How do you see 3D food printing in the community? I guess it could be very well an industry here before too long. What do you see as the future of 3D food printing? And what's your point of view?
The very near future is really shape and appearance. This is getting more and more important. And I think the first step, and that's crucial for that 3D food printing is accepted by the community, by all kind of people. It's just it's opening now a new world into food shapes. You get qualities of printed shapes you didn't get before. But for long term, or I think it might be quite fast. That's within the next years. 3D food printing can get a disruptive technology within the food production, because it really it enables an economical feasible production of personalized food. And there is more and more demand for personalized food. There are people having allergies, people who do not want meat, vegans, and so there's more and more asking for individualization. And so this technology might really, brings quite a change into food industry, I think.
I think you hit it right on the head. I do think it's going to be disruptive in the food production industry. And myself, I'm really interested in the creative side of things, the emotional side, the connection between people and love and emotions. And food really has a big impact on everybody. It has an impact on me,
and
on
the social impact,
and you know, it has a big impact on the whole world. And I think it's going to have a bigger impact than what we can even imagine.
Yeah, that's what I think too, because there are. It's like earlier with computer, nobody could imagine what is happening, and
same with the
just
internet.
Develops, and there are coming ideas together, and I'm really looking forward, and I'm really very interested what will happen there.
Yeah, you touch on a point. So you can look back at everything. I mean, you many of the technological breakthroughs that really made a big impact in at least in people's lives, like internet, microwave, the VCR, CD player, everything. It's everybody said, oh, it's just a fad. Nothing's going to happen, and then all of a sudden, boom. You know, hip hop music, and you know, Jay-Z's almost a billionaire or something like that. So, I mean, it's I'm really excited to see where it goes, and honestly, I'm excited for you that you're going to be a part of it, and that's really cool. And I wish you guys nothing but success. I kind of wanted to touch on something business-wise a little bit, as far as the Kickstarter. So there's a couple questions I have about it. And sorry to jump around here a little bit, but you know, questions pop up, and you know, I gotta ask. So what made you decide to use Kickstarter? First of all.
Yeah, we think. Yeah, the main reason was we wanted to find people, and people who are going on Kickstarter are often open-minded, I think, for new technologies. And so we decided to use this platform for crowdfunding because we need some money for the further development. So really to make it ready for the market. So far the three Boccusinis we have are functional models. There are still some bugs in them, and we want to get them out and improve everything before they go out in the end of the year.
Right. Are you looking at a different technology as well, or different other than FFF printing type, FDM printing type? Or are you developing Bocusini 2 already? Are you what's next?
We first want to make this one really good. Mm-hmm. And maybe also we want to bring it to gastronomy and also professional users, because we think they have like new ideas as well, and all together will make really nice things. We are in this performance project, we are still working on this industrial printing, which is rather like inkjet.
Yeah.
So that's for printing bigger amounts. So that's quite fast. And that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I remember seeing the presentation from Pascal with FoodJet at the 3D Food Printing Conference, and that's a very interesting technology. And I'm surprised it's not, people don't use that sort of food production process more often, with many different types.
Yeah, it's quite it's used in industry, like in pizza production lines and stuff, just in 2D.
Yeah, I think that also has a lot of potential, and he's a pretty smart guy. He's got some nice machines going on there. I'm sure you've worked closely with him if you're on the performance project as well, because I know he's a big part of that.
Yeah, one colleague is just now in the Netherlands and does the final optimization for the printhead together with Foodjet.
That's right. I think right about now it's going to be the test run or something, right?
Yes, in summer the personalized food will be printed and then it will be frozen and delivered to 3 nursery homes,
right,
so that elderlies can test it.
I know I really want to go up there and check that out. So back to the interview. So if you could give one piece of advice for somebody who's looking to get involved in 3D food printing or business-wise or just in general, I mean, what can you learn from your experience of the development from starting the company to developing to researching and validating your idea to going on Kickstarter up till now? I think you've already sent out one update already, at least on the Bocusini. Up till now, what would be one piece of advice that you could give to somebody who's looking to jump in and join you in the 3D food printing industry? You can take your time.
Yeah, just it's if you're like in creative and you like doing stuff with food, just try it. And it's we are also always looking for creative people who want to develop this technology with us. And so in long term there will be the opportunity that people sell their cartridges maybe together with us, or I don't know, that's not so clear now, but I think there's quite potential there.
Yeah, there is a lot of that's a thank you for that. It's something we're also talking about all the time. We're always looking at the current food printing technology, 3D food printing technology, extruder types and things like that, and I'm always looking on ways to improve them, how to make them different, how to make them better. I think one of the biggest setbacks these days is obviously speed for this technology. Even when you do powder base and even with the extruder base, it just takes forever to get it decent. But I'm really excited and happy for you guys, and I'm excited to see where you guys go next.
Yeah, we still have to work also on this velocity. We didn't do that yet, so I think there can be much more improved to make it faster. So beginning test to stick first, but then you have to optimize where it is fast and where it's not so fast. So there's still some work to do, but I think that altogether we will get it much faster.
Right. Did you have something, Louis?
It's early days, right? Yeah, it's early days, and I think things will evolve with time and will get better, and that's an interesting point. In the other hand, I think what Jason asked is really interesting. But what is your opinion, or what would you tell to somebody who wants to get into 3D food printing but they don't know where to start with? What would be your tip for them?
Yeah, I would start with something that works. So getting your own food printer, you can retrofit it yourself, and maybe get some cartridges because you get the feeling for how the food has to be. And then try to adapt food. Just do a recipe and then try to print it. Do the next one, and if someone is interested, just give us a call. And it's quite some work until one thing is printable, but I think with time you get your experience and then it gets faster.
That's true.
So where can people find out more? Did you want to say anything right now about Printer Taste and the Bocusini? Maybe give a quick update for your backers who may be watching right now, and let people know where they can find out more and how they can support you as well.
Yeah, all details with recipes and stuff can be found on bocusini.com. And on Kickstarter, we still have 1 week to go. So we are very happy about others who want to join us and to join our community and further develop the 3D printing with us. So yeah.
One other question. I know you mentioned that you're looking to collaborate with people. So what type of invitation are you looking to? Are you looking for anything specific for people to get involved with Bocusini, or what's your call for collaboration for people?
I think first we have to bring this out, and then it's really it's not that we are open for all kinds of things. Maybe if there's someone that we had quite some asks for from resellers who might distribute them in other countries. Of course, so far we cannot send out something, and we have to look what's the best things how to cooperate. It depends on. I think we are quite open to everything. We are if there can so many times there can be like a win-win situation, and I think there's always a possibility to find a solution which is good for both. So that yeah.
That's cool. That's good. Did you have something else, Louis?
Not from my side. I'm really happy to finally get to talk with Melanie. I think they are doing a great job. I really like the effort that they are putting, and I'm really happy to see that their Kickstarter campaign is successful, to be honest. And I really wish the best, and I'm sure we'll be seeing each other a lot. Hopefully.
Yeah, maybe we can sometime try printing together.
We've got some stuff that we're cooking up as well, and we definitely want to involve you guys in any of the projects that we got. Looking forward to. So on behalf of Louis and Melanie, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Melanie, for spilling the beans on everything today. And we'll see you guys next time on the video interview series by 3digitalcooks.com. Ciao.
Bye.